Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for Monday, October 30, 2023, the from $65 to $5 edition. And we begin with that story from the Wall Street Journal as it reports on the company CS Disco, which serves in the legal industry to help companies data mine large numbers of documents. Well, that company's valuation in mid-2021 was nearly $65. Now it's nearly $5. Why? A toxic culture. What happened? Well, we start with September when the CEO abruptly resigned, the founder and CEO abruptly resigned for alleged sexual assault complaint from a company party over Labor Day. Then in the past week, apparently fully 25% of the workforce wrote a letter to the board raising concerns about what they call the company's toxic culture, and that leaders hadn't been forthcoming about the former CEO's exit. And rather than being open and transparent, the truth was hidden, and it raised concerns that other bad actors and enablers would escape liability. Of course, the board did the board thing and said, we're investigating. So what's the cost of a toxic culture? Well, could be quite a bit. Next up, from Wall Street Journal, Abercrombie and Fitch has been sued over former CEO's alleged sexual abuse of male models. A lawsuit claims that Mike Jeffries ran trafficking operations and coerced men into sex. A retailer says it's investigating. Wow, unbelievable. This is, of course, after the BBC broke the entire story, so you have to wonder just what investigation is going on. Next up, in a troubling article, while Sam Bankman-Fried is the face of crypto corruption, we also have the United States warning that crypto may be financing terrorism, and it could be another back-breaking blow into crypto as the war in the Middle East continues, and it appears Hamas may have been financing itself through crypto. And finally, one of the people caught up in Qatargate in the EU has said it was a murky investigation and has, quote, mafioso, end quote, undertones. So the investigation, which has collapsed for various reasons that are still a little murky, looks like it's going to go nowhere quickly. So much to do about a murky investigation. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.